Hello, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody doing this fine day? Just to answer your question, Dragon of the West, I will touch base with Yellow Bat, who put together that stream starting screen, and I'll confirm what song he used, and I'll let you know next time. Oh, boys. Good morning. I'm still not 100% recovered, but we are here. For anyone who's finding this as your first introduction to the channel, hello, my name is Dean. We mostly do long-form video essays dealing with the Remedyverse. We also do games like Psychonauts, Hellblade, God of War, and stuff like that. For the stream, we're going to be going through, and their spoilers for the rest of the series are fully open. I'm going to be talking about every game in the series. That includes Control, Quantum Break, Max Payne games, etc., etc. But no spoilers in chat for this game or anything that comes after. No fake spoilers, no tips or suggestions unless I ask for it. Other than that, guys, so I did find something. I did absolutely find something that we missed, and we're going to do it right now before we start the next chapter. You're going to catch up with everything, Space Dog? No worries, dude. You enjoy. Take it easy. Hey, Break. What's up? How far in the game are you so far? I saw you were streaming yesterday. I popped in for like 2 seconds, then saw you were further than me, so I just immediately turned it off. So the streams, Erks, are basically going to be chapter by chapter. So as soon as I finish one of the chapters, that's going to be the end of the stream, and then I usually I take a few hours break, and we'll come back and do another one. Yesterday, we did 3 streams. Today, honestly, I'm probably going to only do 2, only because let's just say I'm an old man fuddy-duddy, and if I'm not asleep by like 9:30, I'm broken for the rest of the following day. And for the last 2 nights, I was dropping, because of how long the streams were going, I was passing out at like 2 in the morning. So I'm tired, so I'm going to try to rest up today so that tomorrow we can get back and double up on everything. But let me show you what we missed. So because of where we ended it, it loaded me back at the previous save point. So we came here. This is where it brought me back to. So no, I was not playing without you guys. Don't worry. Hey, yo, Draco. How's it going, dude? But I also noticed that there's a little path back behind the rock, which we did not go to at the end of last stream. And when I came back here, I found another echo, which we never saw. So we're going to check out this one and then continue on to the next chapter.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence.
Okay, Max.
Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
All right, Max over here. Hey there. I presume, Matt, you're controlling the Hidden Machine account right now? What's going on, good sir? We didn't even look back here. What the hell? Wait, where the hell are we? We did not see any of this before we ended the last one. Oh my god, that's a full freaking... It takes us all the way back to the start. Well, okay then. We're just gonna head back, but okay. Let's go ahead and end this off and get started with Chapter 5. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase that. This just reminds me that we're going to be heading back. I presume we're going to be coming back to this area. If it gives us a shortcut that takes us back there, I guess that's where we want to go. But anyways, let's do this. Oh yeah, I'm with Alan on this one, Generally Break. It is very gloomy to spend all your waking hours with Casey.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Oh dude, your boss is pretty cool, Draco.
An FBI
I'm looking
agent?
to see how it all fits together with the gameplay.
What is this?
So we are repeating this scene, but I don't feel like skipping it.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place.
So you've already finished the whole game, right, Matt?
Cauldron Lake.
I saw you did a early access review.
you.
I figure you've already played it, the
I'm
whole thing,
trying
right?
to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Dude, Max is just so freaking depressed all the time. I mean, Casey is so depressed all the time. Alright, let's get going. Officially, the start of the stream happens now. Also, let me know if the audio is synced. I did do the Elgato fix before the stream started, so hopefully that took care of it. And let's stop looking at Nightingale's genitalia. Let's just turn the camera. It's great to see it over again from a fresh perspective. I hear you there. Okay, so I'm guessing this is when you're supposed to come down this pathway. And now we get the shortcut that takes us back to the main part of the streets. Okay. So just letting you know, Matt, I have been sucking at the combat in this game, like, very badly. It makes me really nervous when I finally sit down and play the Soulsborne games. Because I do plan to eventually play all of Soulsborne on the channel. Starting with... yeah.
The station had changed.
Dark Souls.
I was closer now.
Let's just grab some light before we head back up. This combat in the game will harden you? Oh, I can imagine so. I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's more just timing the dodges.
Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home?
There,
or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
I'm still saying we're in Noir York City. I don't care. 100% we're in Noir York. Photography and videography exhibition by Alice Wake. Opening soon in the dark place. Oh my god, Alice is having a freaking exhibition. Where is it? Where is it? And speaking of the coffee thermos, let's go ahead and pour some tea right here. It almost feels weird to be using the coffee thermos to actually drink from rather than just having it as a prop, but yes. Okay, shoebox. I think I'm good. I mean, I got plenty of healing supplies. I've gotten away with not using any the entire playthrough, except for once as Alan. Oh, dude. Matt. So, I was freaking out. Also, Break, I was freaking out yesterday when we got the Tim Breaker reveal, where they're... Is that them literally trying to canonize Quantum Break without canonizing Quantum Break? Because that's the impression I got. I was freaking the hell out.
Was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will...
Wait, hello?
Dude, he's gaslighting us. I'm gonna say is I don't trust this version of Thomas Zane whatsoever. He is 100% gaslighting us. Because what he just did was plant the idea, the seed of an idea that Alice may be here. And if Alan, while in the dark place, has that idea, he may accidentally make it happen. Bad, bad, bad. It's like my old trick at telling someone not to think of something. Don't think of a freaking pink elephant on a trampoline. What's the first thing that's going to pop into your head? A pink elephant on a freaking trampoline. Alan Wake, 1977 to 2010, an author and husband.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape?
I'm doing good, Kenyatta.
Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
I mean, we know Alice is, in fact, out because she went to the FBC over in 2019, and we know that Mr. Scratch was stalking her in the real world. She got a photograph of him, for God's sake. Hey there, Ricky. Oh, yeah, we've already gotten through the interview section with Mr. Door. Okay, let's make sure there's no more collectibles in this area before we head through. Yeah, looks like we've got everything. Now just time to head into Parliament Tower.
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Don't think... Oh, gosh. See what I said? Frickin' that version of Zane just planted the seed and now he's gonna manifest it. Well, I wouldn't say it's technically his ex, Draco. This version of Casey is just seeing it as, well, he's gone. They're not really married anymore because Alan is dead, right? So yes, they're not together because he's in another tier of reality. Oh, gosh. No, yeah, Trench, is that you? Yeah. We have to keep in mind, we have technically there's 3 different versions of Alex Casey in this game that I've seen. The one that's out with Saga, the one that's here in this part of the story that's investigating, and then the flashback to the Casey from the books. Oh god, we got the red door to a red room. Okay. Hopefully there's not a midget talking backwards in here. Well, since you mention it, generally big. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Haunting. Initiation. Chapter 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Wait. Because this is what Alice did in the apartment, is she set up photography equipment to try to capture the image of who was breaking into her house and or the apartment and stalking her. Back in 2019, that's when she got the photograph of Mr. Scratch. It looks like she still has the place set up. But yeah, just comments on that. Generally, trying to explain all the Allens and all the cases in this game is going to be like Kingdom Hearts. Well, Kingdom Hearts prepared me for this, because everyone's Sora and everyone else is Xehanort. This is a flashback from what she was doing back then.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Oh no, she's so used to Scratch taunting her and... Oh god, there's the spiral door. This is a different apartment. This is a different apartment entirely. Video art dock screen multi. Focal point of the dark place.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
So she did get a new apartment. This one's looks like it's bigger. Oh, no. Yeah, I think she did move.
Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters. She has been getting photos behind the spiral door?
This is a photo of Scratch.
Yeah.
How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Yes. Yes, he is. I mean, he threatened to do so back in 2012. That he would slip out and just let her catch visions of him every now and then. Maybe even come back to her and pretend to be like, oh yeah, I survived. Let's be in a let's get back together. Just to kill her at the end. Because that's how much he wants to screw Alan over. No, so Alice is not working with the FBC, but the FBC does keep tabs on her. And back in basically back in 2019, Alice was having reoccurring nightly visits from Mr. Scratch. She eventually set up film cameras, just like she did right here. Ended up catching a photograph of Alan or Mr. Scratch, and then contacted the FBC. She went in to debrief, basically get debriefed on all the information. But while she was there, it is an instigating event that triggered the third thing, Dr. Hartman, to break free of the investigation sector. But anyways. So yeah, she's involved but not working directly with the FBC, but they know of each other.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Why does Alan think this is his original place? And it's not that the entire thing has been inverted. Because that's one thing I was looking at to see if the apartment had just been flipped like a mirror, but no, that's not the case. This is reminiscent of the apartment scene from Crossfire X. Ooh. I swear, if they ever make Crossfire X relevant, I'm just gonna throw something out the window. Oh, there we go.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
Well, we had Sunshine she worked on back in 2012, but I'm presuming this is a different one entirely.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me.
This is definitely Crossfire X right here, yep.
I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
I like that she's still wearing her wedding ring.
He always did have anger in him.
Tells us where she's at mentally, emotionally.
I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes.
Yep.
Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art.
Huh.
My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Huh.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
So before they announced this game and we didn't know that an Alan Wake 2 would even be a thing, one of the cool ideas I thought would be fun from a gameplay and narrative perspective is to have a story, regardless if it's a full game or a side story, that focused on Alice as the protagonist and have it like a Fatal Frame style, where photography would be a big part of the gameplay and narrative. I still think that'd be really cool. They're never going to go that route, but we didn't get a lot of time with her in the primary game or in American Nightmare. So I hope they give her a lot more attention here. The new actress is doing a good job. Sorry, we have to address the elephant in the room. The new actress is doing a good job. It's just, most of us have spent 13 years hearing Brett Madden's voice in the role of Alice, so any deviation is something we're going to have to get used to, but she's doing a good job. Yeah, Brett Madden passed away before they started working on this game. All right, let's get going. I mean, like, I will give it to her. Her voice is a lot better here than it was in the Fortnite thing. But it might just because it's a live action and she's actually performing rather than being in a voice booth. 125. All right. One thing I'm gonna have to do on replays is check all the clocks because it looks like time's slowly progressing here. Yeah, the video did say part 1. We might be able to find another one, though. Oh, shoot. we'll come back to that. I'm gonna check all the rooms and see if there's any other ones of that. I'm presuming we're gonna get more just as we play. No. Okay. If we find another micro SD card, we'll do it. Scratch. Not Scratch. You screenshotted all the clocks. Okay, cool. Thanks, Matt.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
That's what Scratch took over, and that's the one that I think ended up in Samantha's shoebox. Oh, jeez. That's the end of that one? Holy crap! Alright, well... if that's the case, you know what? I'm... Shit. Alright, so we're gonna pay more attention to this when we get back to playing a saga and we get back to our mind plays. But something that now that we know that after Scratch scribbled out some of the text and wrote his own name, or scribbled that Alan is the author, I'm wondering if all of the text in the manuscripts that Saga is finding, where he's like handwriting stuff in, if the handwritten stuff is Scratch, but what was scratched out on the page was Alan's original work, which tells us that anything that was handwritten in is of someone else's design, and we can do some analysis on how that affects the story from there. Yeah, this was very short. So yeah, what I was planning to do, we'll just end this stream, and in 20 minutes we'll start the next one. We'll start the next one in about 20 minutes. I was only expecting to do 2 streams a day, but considering how short this is, I guess we're doing 3. Shite. Alright, guys, well, I guess that's gonna leave us off for this one. Let me go make the thumbnail for episode 6. I'll post it on live, I'll put it up in the Discord, and we'll get started in like 20 minutes. Alright, thanks all. See you in a bit.